Hi, Namaste. So tonight I'm going to read Book 9, Chapter 21, on the Yamas giving Shakti mantra to Savitri, the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratu Namaha Kaya Koti Surisa. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Sakshat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narayana said, O Narada, hearing thus the supreme nature of Mula Prakriti from Dharma Raja Yama, the two eyes of Savitri were filled with tears of joy, and her whole body was filled with a thrill of rapture, joy, and ecstasy. She again addressed Yama, O Dharmaraja, to sing the glories of Mula Prakriti is the only means of saving all. This takes away the old age and death of both the speaker and the hearer. This is the supreme place of the Danavas, the Siddhas, the ascetics. This is the yoga of the yogins. And this is studying the Vedas of the Vedics. Nothing can compare even to 1/16 of the 16th parts of the full merits of those who are in Shakti's service. Call it mukti, immortality, or attaining endless siddhis. Nothing can come to it. O thou, the foremost of the knowers of the Vedas, I have heard by and by everything from thee. Now describe to me how to worship Mula Prakriti, and what are the ends of karmas, auspicious and inauspicious. Thus saying, the chaste Savitri bowed down her head and began to praise Yama in stotras according to the Vedas. She said, O Dharmarajan, the son practiced of your very hard austerities at Puskara and worshipped Dharma. On this, Dharma himself became born of Surya as a son. And thou art that son of Surya, the incarnation of Dharma, so I bow down to thee. Thou art the witness of all the jivas, thou seest them equally, hence thy name is Samana. I bow down to thee. Sometimes thou by thy own will takest away the lives of beings, hence thy name is Kritanta. Obeisance to thee, thou holdest the rod to distribute justice and pronounce sentence on them and to destroy the sins of the jivas. Hence thy name is Dandadhara. So I bow down to thee. Note, any jiva in course of his traveling towards mukti can expect to pass through this stage yamaship. And if he pleases, he can become a yama. At all times thou destroyest the universe. None can resist thee. Hence thou art named Kala. So obeisance to thee. Thou art an ascetic, devoted to Brahma, self-controlled, and the distributor of the fruits of karmas to the jivas. Thou restrainest thy senses. Hence thou art called Yama. Therefore I bow down to thee. Thou art delighted with thy own self. Thou art omniscient. Thou art the tormentor of the sinners and the friend of the virtuous. Hence thy name is Punya Mitra. So I bow down to thee. Thou art born as a part of Brahma. The fire of Brahma is shining through thy body. Thou dost meditate on Parabrahma. Thou art the Lord, obeisance to thee. O Muni, thus praising Yama, she bowed down at the feet of him. Yama gave her the mantra of Mula Prakriti, how to worship her, and he began to recite the fruition of good karmas. O Narada, he who recites these 8 hymns to Yama early in the morning, getting up from his bed, is freed of the fear of death Rather, he becomes freed of all his sins, so much so that even if he be a veritable awful sinner, and if he recites daily with devotion the Yamastakam, Yama purifies him thoroughly. Here ends the 31st chapter of the 9th book on the Yamas giving Shakti Mantra to Savitri. In the Mahapuranam, Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangalakari Patrakari. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tumiwa Tuya Bandusha Chasaka Tuya Vijatavinam Tuya Sarvam Mama Deva Om Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.